Most men think sex starts from the bedroom, but for most women, it is long before that. It starts from the mind, the heart, how she feels about you. So if you've ever found yourself in a position where you're asking, is it that my woman doesn't find me really attractive anymore? Why is it that I almost beg for intimacy? Whenever I want to do it, it's almost as if she's not in the mood. She's never in the mood. If you understand what I'm going to teach you in this video, then you would never find yourself in a position where you're asking such questions, because it's going to come so seamlessly to you. She will not even be able to get enough of you. Now let's get into it. But before then, hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. My name is Wendyzeal, and on here I talk about relationship, sex and marriage, how you can understand women better so that you can go ahead and have a more healthier, fulfilling and satisfying relationship. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 things you need to understand about women on how we view sex. Because when you understand this, then definitely intimacy in your relationship is going to change for the better. The first thing you need to know is that for us women, sex is first emotional before it's physical. When she feels safe with you, valued, appreciated, seen, then automatically her body is going to be in tune with you. Whenever you touch her, she could just answer you. Like when you touch her, she would respond appropriately. When you keep bad-mouthing your woman, always picking on her imperfections, always complaining about the things she doesn't do right, always negative with your words with her, then it's going to make her not give her best to you. It's going to make her become defensive. And once she's defensive, it's going to reflect in every other area, including sexual intimacy. So when you come around at night and you want to get down, you want to get some sugar, she'll be like, I'm not in the mood. It's not as if she cannot do it, but her mind is not there. Just understand this thing, that if you want to get her body, you need to get right with her mind. And how do you get right with her mind? Make her feel seen. Make her feel safe. It's not like she won't have sex with you, especially if she's your wife. Of course, most of us will understand that this is your obligation to your husband. Of course, she's going to. But the question is it going to be mutually satisfying? Because what is sexual intimacy really when it's just you getting off of your wife as if she's some kind of dildo or maybe some kind of machine? This is a human being. The gestures are supposed to be there. The connection is supposed to be there. The fulfillment and enjoyment, it's supposed to be there. Let's say you get up from work, you return back home, and then you're just on your phone, you scroll for another 3 hours, and then the next thing, you just retire to bed, and maybe middle of the night, you're now like, baby, have fun now. Because in your mind, you're like, well, we're good, nothing. Like the normal, typical man would think, straightforward, we're good, nothing happened, like we're not quarreling, what is the problem? Why won't you just, do this with me? And in her mind, she's like, no, but I feel unseen. I feel invisible all day. I feel like I'm not even here. Like you can't even recognize me. You don't even see me no matter what I do. Just picture that. That's exactly how it is. That's the way we feel. So if you're with your woman, you need to make her feel seen. It's not like you shouldn't do other things that make you happy, your hobbies and all of that, but try to include her, try to carry her along. Never make a woman feel invisible. When she feels invisible with you, then it's going to affect intimacy. Like I said, it's going to affect it a whole lot. If you're enjoying the video so far, now is a good time to hit that like button and subscribe. You see that red button down there? Press not free. Thank you so much for doing that. It helps more people get to see this video, and also I'd like to have you in this space. So go ahead, subscribe, and let's get back to the video. The second thing is, for us women, you need to understand that feeling safe is non-negotiable. It is next to nothing. Can I open up to you and still feel safe? Can I tell you about my fears and my insecurities and still feel like this is a no judgment zone, like you're not going to judge me? Because quite frankly, most of the times, in the spur of the moment, you just share some things with your man, and then eventually later on you realize that some men tend to take that and use it against this woman. I don't think any man needs to really feel so much safe with his wife, because he's the man. He's already feeling safe in himself. But for us women, like, feeling safe with you is non-negotiable. You see, when a woman really feels safe with you, one of the things you're going to notice is that she behaves like a child around you. Like she loosens up and she plays. No matter how introverted she is, you see her just playing with you. Sometimes it's just pillow play, and you're wondering, what's in the worry you now? Why you like play too much? It's because she feels safe with you. And that is also going to manifest in the way she gives her body to you. She's going to enjoy it. She would even be the one to be initiating sexual intimacy in your relationship because she feels so safe with you. If you get that right, you're already on your way to, constant doing the do, without any obstruction at all. Number three, sex for us often represents connection, not just release. I get it. For some men, most men actually, when you're in the mood, you want to have sex, you just want to release. Some of you are even just so focused on getting off that you neglect your woman, not minding if she's really feeling it or not. Now, understand this, for us, it's not really about the release. A woman can have sex with you and she did not orgasm, but she still feels good about herself even after the whole action. It depends on how you do it. The key point here is when you're having sexual intimacy with your woman, do not be in a rush to just get off. Just get to your climax and then let her be, and then just turn around and just face other things that you want to do. Recognize the fact that you're dealing with a human being, not just a machine. And this is a human being. This is someone who is so emotional. Like everything to us is connected to our emotion. When you finish doing the do and you cuddle her, you kiss her on the forehead, tell her sweet words, those are actions that will deepen her emotional connection to you. Take note of the little things, not just, doing it fast, fast, fast and just getting off and that's just all. And before you know, that's the end of the action. And the next thing you're snoring. No, now you should understand, recognize that this woman, I also need to help her. You should look at me in the eye. You should touch me in places that matter. Places, because almost every part of my body is sensitive at that point. You should be able to touch me, look at me in the eyes, and why you're doing to do that action is going to bring me to serious satisfaction. So always don't get carried away. Always pay attention. If you understand these things, she would look forward to when you're going to touch her and when you want to do the do with her. It's never going to be a boring moment. It doesn't matter if it is just a quickie or maybe it is something you plan or something. No, it doesn't matter what it is. Every occurrence of it is going to be a wonderful experience for her. Otherwise, she'll begin to see you as someone who just uses her body as a vessel to bring yourself to orgasm, and then that's it. Because some of us think like that. She might not say these things to you. Of course, she will not. But when you watch her body language, you're going to see it there. It's like, hey, you don't come now. Hey, you don't come now. That's the end. Just understand that for us, when we're in that space, it's not just about you getting off of us or anything. We also want to feel connected to you. And that is even one of the things that would make us climax, because when we feel connected to you, we feel seen, we feel loved, appreciated. It makes us release ourselves, and in releasing ourselves, of course, we're going to climax. The fourth one is how you treat her outside the bedroom matters. For some men, you become so nice when you want to get some. You become so caring all of a sudden. You begin to buy gifts. You begin to buy snacks, those special snacks that she likes, just because you want to get some that night. No, you shouldn't always be like that. How you treat her outside the bedroom is key to how she's going to respond to you in the bedroom anytime you approach her. There's really no formula about these things. Just be kind. The way you treat yourself as a human being, that is exactly the way you should treat your significant other, your wife. Be nice, be kind, listen to her when she's talking to you. Try and get her perspective. It doesn't mean that you have to do everything she says. It's not like we want you to do everything we say, of course not, but we want you to at least hear us. Help with the chores if you can. Help with the kids if you can. Don't just think that, oh, this is my wife's sole responsibility. I am an African man. I need to sit down, relax, and let her serve me. Well, that is not a sin, is not a taboo. It depends on the culture, because there are different kinds of marriage. There are traditional marriages where the man is a very traditional person, probably the woman is, and there are Western kind of marriages where the man doesn't see the woman as someone who is solely responsible for the kitchen, you know, and all of that. So it depends on what works for you and what kind of marriage you're having. But just be kind in whatever it is. If you're an African man who is a traditional man, I know that yes, maybe you have title and everything, you be chief. But just understand that sometimes you can help if you can, like little gestures, taking out the trash, opening the car door for her, being behind her when you're walking. You know, sometimes I see couples walking and the man is way in front. The woman is following after, walking small, small, and you're like wondering, what's going on here? The man is just going, little gestures like be in front of me because I am supposed to be your cover. I am your protection. I should be behind you to protect you. That is a very fine gesture that you might not even know it, but it's already melting her heart. Okay, so small, small things like that is something that when you do, these things then compound over time and then reflect in your other room activities. I did tell you. It's not a joke. You'll be wondering now, but what did I do differently? Yes, you've been doing a lot of things differently without even realizing it because you took conscious effort to do those things. Number five, pressure kills desire. A woman should be able to feel safe with you even when she says no. You know, for some people they can't take no. When a woman is like, "Oh no, I'm not in the mood," and then you begin to act like you want to punish her because she's not giving up the thing for you. And some men just forget that maybe there's a reason why she's saying no. Instead of inquiring and asking further to find out what she's really feeling. Some women have severe menstrual cramps that for days they don't want to be touched. Some women, even before the whole thing starts, they begin to distance themselves from you. And just be observant, just understand and remove the pressure. Because when you keep putting pressure on her, like you must do it, it means that she might just lie there and then she's not desiring you, and you're just there doing the do as if you're interacting with a machine. For some people, they don't care. Like, how do you have intimacy and your wife is just there looking away like, what is he doing? Just finish and get out of here. Just finish and leave me alone. There should be that's what you want to do. I take and go now. No, it shouldn't be like that. Take off the pressure. The moment intimacy feels like duty, desire disappears. No need for force, or maybe because she couldn't do it, and you just start keeping malice with her for days. Especially for our Coco brother them. Wake up every night, you're kabashing, you're speaking in tongues, and you're still like doing as if you're angry with your wife. Even God is very considerate with us human beings, because honestly, if he decides to be looking at every single thing we do, none of us, even me and you, none of us go remain for this world. So be a little bit considerate. Do not punish her for not being able to come through. Try and understand her. See things from the perspective of empathy. There is no need for the whole quoting of the book of Ephesians for our spiritual brother then. You don't be telling your wife that you're supposed to submit to me. I am your husband. Yeah, the Bible says, wife, submit to your husband. All of that is true. And as fantastic as it sounds, you also need to be considerate and kind and take away the pressure. Do you want to have an enjoyable, intimate moment with your wife, or you just want something that is always you don't finish, let's go. Church don't close. No, it shouldn't be like that. God Himself has put these organs in your body, and it is there not just for you to have kids. It is there for you to be able to pleasure each other and have fulfilling intimate relationships. So for us, sex is not just an act, it is a response to how loved we feel, how seen, appreciated we feel in that relationship. And trust me, if you can do, even if it's just half of the things I have said in this video, you will never find yourself in a position where you're asking yourself if you're less attractive to your woman. No. We don't really lose attraction except these things become absent in the relationship. When you begin to neglect your wife or neglect your woman, that is when she begins to lose attraction for you. If you get to that point where your woman, no matter who she is in the society, no matter what status she has out there, feels like a baby in your hands, then you have that woman for life. That is just the truth. Even if she's a governor of a state, she's a minister of whatever, but when she's with you, she's like a baby. She plays with you like there is no tomorrow. That is when you really have her. Okay, make sure you speak to the child in that woman, because honestly, there is a child in every one of us. And there are things you can do that will draw out the baby, and that is when you begin to enjoy even your intimacy. In fact, if every other thing in your relationship begins to fall into place. I hope this changes your perspective, and I hope this really, really helps you, have better sexual intimacy in your relationship. Thank you so much for watching. If it is something that resonated with you, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not done so yet. And of course, check out this video right here. I'll see you right there.